We got Mets All-Star shortstop Francisco Lindor in a Subway Series. Mets and Yankees. Mets a comeback win last night. We'll see what they have in store for their crosstown rivals today. The MLB on FS1 pregame show sponsored by Geico. And we say welcome to the pregame show, taking up to the Subway Series, Mets and Yanks. Along with D-Train, Dontrell Willis, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. A lot of action early train around baseball. Why don't we get you caught up? Some highlights. We'll start in Wrigley. Cubs hit a record 8 home runs yesterday. Maybe today, though, it's the Cardinals' turn. It's Nolan Gorman going bang.
Yeah, starting to heat up in the Windy City. That ball flies out of there a long way.
Sure does. So 3-2, Cards lead that one in 6. Angels, Blue Jays, Toronto's red hot. Addison Barger, who's an extra base hit machine. This time we'll take one, but that'll bring in a run. Tie this game at 1. And then moments ago, George Springer, who is having a late career resurgence.
Oh, standing up on him, 2 KB into the night.
He's got 16 homers now, man. He's having a great year. And Toronto has a 3-2 lead. They're in first place in the AL East right now. The Rays been playing good ball, too. 4th inning, tied at 1 with the Twins. Josh Lowe, your hitter. What do you think about this?
You know what? That's why I limit my friendship with all my hitter friends right there. Limited. Can't stand that.
Gets the job done and the Rays are winning. Hey, we got a good one here. A couple good ones. Don't miss Baseball Night in America. As most of you will see, the Astros and the Dodgers. Dodgers coming off an 18-1 drubbing by Houston last night. Others see the first place Tigers against the Guardians. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern, coming your way on Fox. And so, with that, Shohei Ohtani gets a start for the Dodgers today on his birthday. 4th start. Last one was the best one. 2 innings. Looked really, really good through the hardest pitch of his career. But when the regular season's over, right, what are the Dodgers wanting from him? What are they trying to do by the time the season ends?
Well, I believe they have enough time to be able to build him up to get anywhere from 75 pitches to 90 pitches. That's around 4 to 5 innings, so he can start a postseason ball game. So if they want to have him go out the back end of that, they can taper him down, but it's going to be very hard to build him up. So I think they're doing a very good job. Now, they're not going to allow him to have a 35-pitch inning. Cannot risk injury, especially losing him not only on the mound but offensively as well. But so far, he seems to feel good. After starts, very important, especially when he's throwing high velocity. You've seen a lot of triple digits from him, so he seems to feel strong, and he's throwing, and the mechanics been awesome downhill.
You said up and down. Getting up and down is a big key.
Very important. Every time I came off the IL, it was very important to throw 15 pitches, cool down, revamp up. That's going to be very important to anybody, especially when you're a max effort guy like Shohei Ohtani.
Very important. The Yankees is finding a way to win a game because they haven't done much of it since June 13th. Look at their record. They're 6-15, and it's really been across the board. They have been terrible with hitting with runners in scoring position. The bullpen has been leaky, so all kinds of issues for the Yankees. And then there's this, because we had breaking news this morning just a little while ago. Bad news. Manager Aaron Boone saying that Clark Schmidt expected to undergo Tommy John surgery. An MRI revealed a UCL tear in his pitching elbow, which means he'll be done for the year. He was having a really good season, a 3.32 ERA in 14 starts. He was reliable every time out, and that hurts. He was their number 3 starter. So, look, they had a 7-game lead in the division. They're now 2 back. They lose Clark Schmidt. How worried are you of the Yankees right now?
Well, there's a lot of holes in that boat right now. There's a lot of problems. You're looking at Weaver in the back end. He was somebody that was very consistent, giving up 9 runs over his last 5 innings. All of a sudden, now Aaron Boone has a problem, not only in the rotation, losing Schmidt, but in the back end as well. What are you going to get from Marcus Stroman? What are you going to get from Luis Hill when he comes back there? Those guys are going to have to stay healthy and be able to hit the ground running to add stability to the rotation. And they're doing all of this while Aaron Judge is playing out of his mind once again. And so when you have your best player playing good baseball and you're still losing games, that's very demoralizing and worrisome, because right now it looks like, Tampa Bay and Toronto aren't going anywhere in this race.
They had a similar skid last year at a similar time. So if you're Aaron Boone, he keeps saying patience, patience. But are you feeling the pressure?
Do they have any patience in the Northeast?
No.
You're from up there. They don't want to hear that. Don't flinch. We've been flinching for the last 3 weeks. That's why we're in this position right now. I love Booney, and I understand what he means by that. It says it's a long season, but right now I'm very concerned because you have to throw strikes, you have to catch a ball, and they're doing neither of that.
Yeah, and the bullpen has blown some games. So we'll see. The Mets were on a streak their own. They were not having a good June either, but they've kind of come to life after last night's win. They've won 3 in a row. Jeff McNeil was a big hero and a big reason why. So we got the Subway Series Part 2 coming your way next on FS1. Cody Bellinger is trying to get the Yankees going. going, and the first pitch coming your way in under 5 minutes now. Let's see if the Mets can win their 4th straight game. Jeff McNeil had a big 2-run homer. He made a great defensive play late in the game yesterday, and he is getting loose on a warm summer day in Flushing. Great day of baseball on FS1 and Fox. It's the Mets and Yankees to kick it off, and we'll see you after. Enjoy it, everyone.
LeBron, are the retirement rumors true? What's next?
Bust the move. Glass, late, rock it, bank.
Just bust the move.
There you go, King.
I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord.
Is he okay?
S'more time! Run!
LeBron, what's next?
Whatever it is, it's gonna be a big deal.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings.
I can help with that.
Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
2 summer sensations are flying into DQ. One is sure to save the summer, and the other, yeah, he's Superman. Hurry in for the new Superman Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat, right now at DQ.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. soccer.
Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. The sweet scent of a honeymoon in Fiji. Moisturized with vitamin B3.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Can you get my bag?
Dive into a Capri Sun for a wave of refreshment. Made with all natural ingredients and no artificial flavors or colors. Capri Sun. Poke, sip, squeeze.
On a beautiful 85-degree afternoon in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to Major League Baseball on FS1. It's Game 2 of this weekend's Subway Series between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. Kenny Albert along with Tom Verducci. A 6-5 Mets victory in the series opener yesterday. Tom, the Stars on both sides led the way.
Well, it was an early 4th of July fireworks show, and Juan Soto was a big part of that. Remember back in May when the Mets played the Yankees, looked uncomfortable with just 1 hit? He had 3 hits yesterday. And speaking of being hot as a firecracker, there might be nobody in baseball as hot as Aaron Judge. Home run number 32 yesterday. Here's the ultimate compliment. Mets manager Carlos Mendoza said, in any meaningful spot today, we will not let Aaron Judge beat us. Seems like every time he comes to the plate, becomes a pivotal point in a ball game.
The Yankees took an early 2-0 lead in the first inning yesterday, but wound up losing their 5th consecutive game. Their batting order this afternoon: Grisham, Judge, Bellinger, then Rice, Chisholm, Dominguez. Bottom of the order: Volpe, Wells, and Peraza. Yankees come in with a record of 48-40. 2 games out in the American League East, and they will face a former Yankee on the mound today, making his 3rd start of the season for the Mets, Frankie Montas.
Well, you saw that lineup loaded with left-handed hitting, and that's why today the splitter of Frankie Montas is going to be critical. He needs to get swings and misses on the bottom of the zone with that pitch. You see the fastball, 32%. The velocity was down last time out from his first start. Keep an eye on the first and second innings of this game. He should be pitched at 96, 97. If he's at 94, that would be a concern.
Spent the 2022 and 23 seasons with the Yankees, made 9 appearances. Defensively for the Mets, around the infield, Alonso, McNeil, Lindor, and Vientos. From left to right of the outfield, Nimmo, Taylor, and Soto. The battery of Montas and Torrens. Mets have won 3 straight after a tough stretch. Pulled out the victory in yesterday's season opener for a longtime coach of the Yankees organization and with the big club. Now in his second year as Mets skipper, Carlos Mendoza.
Well, he's done a great job, especially the way the Mets began last season. And more recently, with all the injuries to his starting rotation, he's had to be very adept at how he uses the bullpen, including today. Now, he needs some length out of Frankie Montas. His big decision today is if Montas struggles early, does he go out and get him early?
That will be one of the questions this afternoon as Montas makes his 3rd start of the season. Suffered from a lat strain earlier in the year, began the season on the injured list. Did not allow a run in his first start, and then allowed 6 runs in 4 innings in his last start in Pittsburgh. Mets and Yankees have split their first 4 games this season. Game 2 of the Subway Series at Citi Field in Flushing is underway as Grisham takes a called strike from Montas, 0-1. Trent Grisham with 16 home runs. That's 1 shy of his career high set with San Diego back in 2022. Montas off the mound with the flip to Alonso for out number 1.
It's always a big out when you've got Aaron Judge behind you. You always want to pitch to Aaron Judge, bases clear. And it's only 2 pitches, but the early sign good in terms of velo, 96-97 for Montas.
Judge was in the on-deck circle when yesterday's game ended. 32 home runs, 2nd in Major League Baseball. 0-1.
That was fascinating because if the inning had gotten to Aaron Judge, Carlos Mendoza was going to intentionally walk him as the potential winning run. Wanted no part of him in a 1-run game in the 9th inning.
Reed Garrett closed things out for the Mets as Judge grounds out to the shortstop, Lindor. Quickly 2 away on 4 pitches.
Well, last night, yesterday, they did not throw a 4-seam fastball to Aaron Judge all game. The sliders there from Montas against Aaron Judge.
So with 2 outs, here's Cody Bellinger. Bellinger with a hit in 10 consecutive games. Went deep yesterday for the 3rd time in 4 games against the Mets this season. Bellinger with 3 home runs in his last 6 games. Montas has retired the first 2 Yankees here at the top of the 1st inning. Fastball in for a called strike. 0-2 on Bellinger. Six pitches, 6 strikes. Pitch number 7. It's ball 1.
That's classic Montas. Get ahead with the heater. A put away pitch, a splitter. That was just a lawn dart he threw up there, but that is his best put away pitch, best swing in this pitch.
And Rice waiting on deck should Bellinger reach. The 1-2 from Montas. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yankees have lost 5 straight, swept in a 4-game series in Toronto. They allowed 36 runs in those 4 games. And then a 6-5 defeat at the hands of the Mets here yesterday. On the ground to the right side, McNeil, one of the heroes in yesterday's ball game, over to Alonso. A 9-pitch, 1-2-3 first for Montas.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
My wife told me my hair was thinning, and I wanted to avoid that at all costs.
Let's go, baby. I stopped hanging out with the guys because I didn't want to hear the wisecracks. So I did some research and found Nutrafol, which was cool because I had no idea there was a supplement for hair.
I liked that it was drug-free and then it was clinically tested.
My hair was getting stronger and thicker.
Nutrafol has just given me more confidence, which allows me to carry myself a little taller.
It felt real good to ditch the hat.
Hair growth starts from the inside at Nutrafol.com/men.
We asked people who said they've had Domino's stuffed crust pizza before to compare it to our new stuffed crust.
This is exactly how I remember at my friend's birthday.
The last one didn't have this much cheese.
Now the box to your left, that's the Domino's stuffed crust you said you've had before.
I'm confused. What's going on?
Domino's has never made a stuffed crust pizza before.
Are you serious?
It's Domino's first ever stuffed crust. Stuffed with melty cheese and topped with garlic seasoning and Parmesan.
Love that cheese.
I'm taking one more if that's okay.
Try it for the first time tonight.
If your grandpa wears one of these, or if your wife wears this, you can count on USAA membership for the spouses, kids, and then grandkids of those who served. Count on us. Count on USAA.
Bottom of the first inning at Citi Field. Kenny Albert, Tom Verducci. Starling Marte leads off for the Mets. Into the gap in left center on the first pitch from Carlos Rodon. Marte on his way to second, and he is in. So the leadoff man on at second for the Mets, with Lindor stepping to the plate, then Soto. Alonso in the cleanup spot, followed by Nimmo, Vientos, Torrens, McNeil, and Taylor bats ninth.
I love it when the leadoff hitter is ready to hit first pitch. Most pitchers, as Rodon did right there, just threw a cookie down the middle of the heater. Marte did not take it. He jumped on it, and Dominguez took a poor route to that baseball. Should have been a single. That's a big 90 feet he gave up.
So Marte takes his leadoff second for Lindor. Swings at the first pitch from Rodon, 0-1.
He's been rock solid, 6 innings or more in 12 of his 18 starts, but that's the pitch the Mets have to guard against chasing. The slider and changeup both below the zone. You have to take everything down with Rodon. They can get the ball up. You know, he's a different pitcher, Ken. He used to be primarily just pure four-seam fastball slider. But the changeup is improved. The slider actually has improved as well with more break on that. So he relies more on the secondary stuff.
0-1 to Lindor, missing away. We spoke to manager Aaron Boone prior to the game. He told us Rodon is pitching at a very high level. He's got 8-2 over his last 14 starts. Third season with the Yankees. Won a career high 16 games last year, as Lindor fouls it off back behind third. Now 1-2.
Well, his put-away pitch for me is that back foot slider to a right-handed hitter. Throws it a little harder with 2 strikes and a little more out of the zone. Exactly.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Exactly what he tried to do right there. It's a good take. Lindor, he's done his homework.
Juan Soto looming on deck. Rodon delivers the 2-2. Lindor got a piece of it.
I talked about his slider, the way he's improved on it. How about this? Most strikeouts the last 2 years on sliders. Rodon, only Cease and Sale ahead of him.
Two in the dirt. So the count is full.
Really nice block by Wells right there to keep that runner off at third base with less than 2 outs. That ball bounced well in front of the plate. Watch him get a chest forward there so the ball goes straight down. Good technique.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat to Lindor. And he draws a walk, so the Mets now have runners on first and second, nobody out. In the bottom of the first inning, a look at the Yankees defensively. Around the infield, Bellinger, Peraza, Volpe, and Chisholm. Dominguez in left, Grisham in center, Judge in right, Wells behind the plate. Now the ovation you hear is for Juan Soto, the former Yankee.
Now this crowd is energized. And a big part of that is the way Juan Soto has played in his last 5 weeks as a New York Met.
Named the June National League Player of the Month. Lays down a bunt. Throw to first from Wells to retire Soto. Runners advance to second and third. How about that?
I'm not sure I like that play. You know, he does not have a hit against Rodon in his career, but he does have a lot of walks. 0 for 6 with 4 walks against Rodon. You're swinging a hot bat. I got to let Soto have a swing here. Obviously, he's doing this on his own. And listen, good baseball play to move up the runners, but the first inning of a game, middle of the order coming up, I like Soto swinging the bat there.
So now 1 out, second and third for Pete Alonso. Alonso leads the Mets with 68 runs batted in. Fastball from Rodon, missing away, ball 1.
0 for 8 with 4 strikeouts against Rodon. And the Yankees, you see them playing the infield back. That tells you they're expecting runs to be scored in this game. A lot of teams will bring that infield in with 1 out.
Marte, a leadoff double. Lindor walked. And then Soto sacrificed the base runners over to second and third. Here's the 2-0, missing away to Alonso, ball 3.
Yeah, Rodon wanted that 1-0 pitch. Looked like it caught the top rail of the zone. Las Diaz called it a ball, and now you've got to give Pete Alonso a green light right here.
3-0 from Rodon. In for a called strike, now 3-1.
Yeah, that was a typical 3-0 call. Usually the strike zone does get a little bigger on 3-0 counts.
Las Diaz behind the plate. Now the 3-1. And Alonso draws the second walk of the inning. So the Mets have loaded the bases for Brandon Nimmo.
It looked like Wells had a play on there, but Jess Chisholm wasn't in on the play. Watch him look immediately. That is a called play there, thinking that they could pick off the runner at third base, Marte. But Chisholm was playing deep, never broke to the bag. And that's a play these days you can put on with PitchCom. All the infielders have it. You can press that button on PitchCom device to let the infielders know there's a pickoff play. Heads up.
Both teams were in first place when they met at Yankee Stadium back in May. But it has been a struggle since then. Yankees 13-14. Mets 12-15 over the last 27 games, although the Mets have won 3 in a row.
You really have to see the ball up here. Get the ball in the air if you're Nimmo.
He has hit 2 grand slams this season, including one in the Mets' last series against Milwaukee. Bases loaded, 1 out. 1-1 on Nimmo.
Well, he thrives in these situations, does Rodon. One of the best starting pitchers in the game in these very spots, being tested early.
Swing and a miss by Nimmo. 1 ball, 2 strike count with the bases loaded, only 1 out.
And that's one of those sliders where he took something off it and went for the bigger break. The 2-strike slider is that harder, tighter one.
Now the 1-2, and there's a drive. Deep right field, back on the track. It is gone! Brandon Nimmo with his 3rd Grand Slam home run of the season. The Mets take a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 1st inning.
Starting with that long at bat to Francisco Lindor, it looked like Rodon was really struggling to find his release point, consistently to be around the edges of the zone. The Mets were not helping him out of the zone, and Nimmo got a breaking ball up and absolutely hammered it. Those pitches are always dangerous in that spot. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. The hitter's looking to hit the ball in the air, looking for the ball up. He got it.
First pitch to Vientos, a called strike, 0-1. A home run fest yesterday, 7 in all. And now Nimmo goes deep with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 1st off Rodon.
Check out the target, check out the location. Ball stayed up. Nice quick swing, by the way. This goes to prove, Kenny, you can hit the ball a long way with an abbreviated swing. Watch the follow through here. That's a 2-strike swing there. A little bit of Chase Utley in that swing.
One-two to Vientos. Volpe, the shortstop. 2 away.
There's a follow through again. Watch, quick to the baseball. You don't have to be long through it. But again, the pitch being up dictated the results of that at bat. Hitter looking for something up, got it. He knows it's a mistake.
First pitch to Torrens. Fly ball left field. Dominguez under it on the track. Leaps and makes the catch to retire the side. The big blow off the bat of Brandon Nimmo with the bases loaded. 4-0 Mets.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. So get out there, take your swing, rev your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
Right now with Employee Pricing Plus, purchase and get an average of $10,900 below MSRP on 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab 4x4 models. Hurry in. Offer ends July 31st.
France. What a goal! Takes on Wales. That's incredible! The Women's Euros, Wednesday at 2:30 Eastern on Fox.
Here. Same time next month? Okay. Who's that? Oh, just an annoying subscription. He sucks. You gotta get rid of him. I know, but he's just so hard to cancel. Just download Rocket Money. You cancel subscriptions you don't want right in the app, and it might even be able to get you a refund on some of the money you lost. Download Rocket Money today.
Great work starts with a great workspace. That was the idea behind the original Veridesk, and it's the inspiration behind everything we do. From our latest standing desks and ergonomic seating, to free shipping and fast assembly. We create a workspace that works for you, so you can feel your best and do your best. Get our best deals now at Veri.com.
The MLB app's got game. Pre-game, post-game, and everything you need in between. Plus personalized daily content that hits every time. Catch it now on the MLB app.
Alex Palou continues legendary season as the IndyCar Series roars into Ohio. Sunday at 1 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Brandon Nimmo with his second Grand Slam in the last 4 days. The first Met with 3 Grand Slams in one season since 2006. Carlos Beltran, 19 years ago.
Who's in the house, works for the Mets now. I saw him at the batting cage before the game.
So the Mets, who scored the last 3 runs in yesterday's game, have the first 4 today. 7 straight runs for the Mets as Ben Rice steps in to face Montas. Rice, 1 career hit against Montas, and it left the ballpark. Down the left field line, and the catch is made by Nimmo to retire Rice for out number 1.
Well, we mentioned Frankie Montas' velo coming in first inning. All good, man. 97.2 on the fastball. Did not execute either one of his splits, but right now he's taking charge with the fastball.
Will now face Jazz Chisholm, 2 for 4 in yesterday's game, facing Montas for the first time. And Chisholm takes the fastball for a called strike. 0-1. Yankees looking to end a 5-game losing streak in a 4-run hole here in the second inning. Chisholm outstanding over the last 28 games after a slow start. 1-2. Chisholm with 7 home runs during the month of June, 7 of his 14. Jason Dominguez on fire as of late, waiting on deck. Brandon Nimmo with a grand slam home run at the bottom of the first inning. Stake the Mets to a 4-0 advantage. 1-2 for Montas. Missing high, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This looks like the version of Montas when he got traded to the Brewers. The Brewers said, listen, you've got a good split, but you've gotten away from your four-seam fastball too much. You need to establish that first. That's what he's doing today.
Deep left center off the bat of Chisholm. It is gone. Number 15 on the season to put the Yankees on the board. It's now 4-1 Mets.
Well, the 4th of July fireworks keep happening. Watch this ball carry. Now, that's a mistake, right? That's center cut fastball with 2 strikes. After you've seen a bunch of those, but this ball went out easily. Oppo. Ball is carrying.
So now Dominguez, who went deep twice in yesterday's game.
This is always a tricky field to read the flags. Those flags are so high. The winds are a little bit different inside the ballpark.
Dominguez led off the game with a home run yesterday, went deep again in the 5th inning. Over his last 2 games, 6 for 9 with 4 extra base hits. The 1-1 fouled back, now 1-2.
Yeah, he's showing really good opposite field power too. I mean, he's letting that ball travel. You can tell by his takes he's seeing the ball really well. Not jumpy in the box at all. When you hit the ball out the other way that easily, it's a good sign.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Dominguez.
Yeah, even that take, Kenny, you just saw he was very calm, didn't get the bat going. Ball looks slow to him right now.
Volpe on deck, the 2-2. Alonso takes it to the bag himself to retire Dominguez, now 2 away. So here's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe, who has struggled as of late. He was pinch hit for in yesterday's game. Swings at the first pitch for Montas, 0-1.
And that's what Aaron Boone told us. An issue of timing right there. He's sitting first pitch fastball and got beat on a pitch he was looking for.
0 for 2 lifetime against Montas. 0-2.
That's a great job of reading the swing. You're late on a fastball down the middle, move it inside even more. Typically he would throw a split here, but you might as well throw it a 3rd time off the plate.
Here's the 0-2, missing high and tight. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Volpe rips it foul.
And Montas got away with that one. A hanging slider. When Volpe's going good, that's not a foul ball. That's a double, at least.
Two and 2. Top of the 2nd inning, 2 outs. Jazz Chisholm with a solo shot off Montas earlier in the inning. To Volpe. He strikes out swinging to end the inning. Middle of the 2nd from Citi Field in Flushing. Chisholm goes deep. 4-1 Mets.
This summer at Dave & Buster's, when you take the wheel on our all-new racing games, you're going head-to-head in our nationwide leaderboard competition. Every win takes you one step closer to victory. So go ahead, catch my Drift 82, hit the gas. Bragging rights and exclusive prizes are yours to win. And so is this car. This summer, win on all cylinders at Dave & Buster's and leave the competition in your taillights.
Our family faces danger that has threatened our planet.
What is that?
Get us out of here!
Are we safe?
I don't know.
We are not giving up.
We will protect you.
Line them up, Johnny! What's the plan?
Trust me. I hate that
That's
plan.
a bad plan.
Terrible
That's
idea.
a stupid plan.
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four. Get tickets now.
Jack Daniels starts here. From cave spring water to sugar maple charcoal.
to smooth Tennessee whiskey, made by those who pour everything into their craft. That's what makes Jack, Jack.
Inside every dog is a struggle.
Flavor is good. Let's have some good.
Chewy is fun. Fun. But flavor. Fun! Good and fun!
Indulge your dog's good and fun cravings with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
It's the Gold Cup final on Fox. USA, Mexico.
These are the moments you dream of.
It's more than a rivalry. It's a reckoning. The next chapter is written here.
Can you believe this?
The Gold Cup final, Sunday on Fox. Jose Altuve leads the Astros against Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers.
It is gone!
Tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Josh Chisholm all smiles after he went deep during the last half inning. Jeff McNeil at the plate leading off for the Mets here in the bottom of the second. He had the big blow in the 7th go-ahead home run in yesterday's game and then made a tremendous defensive play in the 9th.
My favorite part of that play he made at second base was he understood that Aaron Judge was due up 4th in that inning, and he knew how important it was to avoid that spot in the Yankees lineup. Game awareness. Here's the play, ranging far to his left. He just smothers this ball and gets up in time, and a good strong throw to get a huge out.
Bounce foul back behind first.
He's a different hitter this year, and I spoke to him in spring training. They noticed his setup in the box, and even the very bat that he swings is different this year. He said in the offseason, he went home and he said, I need to hit the ball harder and farther. And that's how he trained. So that old batting champion, spray the ball around guy, that doesn't exist today.
Won the National League batting title back in 2022.
And it really started late last year when he came back off the IL, showed tremendous pop. So more bat speed, more exit velo, more pulse side balls in the air.
Peraza makes the play to retire McNeil for out number 1. Mets out to a 4-1 lead as the number 9 hitter Tyrone Taylor steps in. 2 for 4 with a home run against Rodon in his career. Fouls off the first pitch, back behind first. Seven home runs in yesterday's game, already 2 over the first 2 innings here this afternoon. The 1-1 from Rodon. Taylor fouls it back, now 1-2. Bounce to the third baseman, Chisholm fires across high. And the Mets have a 1-out base runner as Taylor will be awarded second base.
Yeah, so far, not a good defensive day for the New York Yankees. And Chisholm has had some issues here at third base. He flat out has admitted, hey, listen, I'm a second baseman. I'm doing my best over here. And he is miscast over here. Footwork is the issue here. You see, never squares up to first base, and just this throw sails on him. Ranging to his left, you really need to reset your feet, get your momentum moving towards first base. He did not. Threw a two-seamer that sailed away from Bellinger.
Error charge to Chisholm.
I mean, so far I've seen it looked like a pickoff play not executed at third. You saw the bad route that Dominguez took in left field. Volpe didn't step through a throw to first base, and that error right there.
Now we're only in the second inning.
Well, listen, it's been tough times for the Yankees as far as the pitching goes. They've been scoring 5 runs a game during this losing streak. But you need to play cleaner baseball to pick up your pitching staff.
Yankees have allowed at least 5 runs in 7 consecutive games. Over the last 7, they've allowed nearly 8 runs per game. Now 3-1 to Marte. Taylor, the runner on second, 1 out. Lindor waiting on deck. 3-1 from Rodon. Count is now full. Pitch, left field, off the wall. Taylor around third. He will score easily. The Mets take a 5-1 lead.
That's a challenge fastball at 3-2, and it's scorched 108 miles per hour coming off the bat by Marte.
Marte's second hit of the game drives in his 20th run. Here's Lindor, walked, came around to score in the first inning. Rodon already up to 42 pitches with only 1 out in the second inning.
Yeah, that Lindor at bat you mentioned, Kenny, that set that whole first inning in motion.
Lindor down on strikes, 2 away.
Well, he's not going to bunt this time.
Nope.
Mets fans get to see him swing the bat.
Takes the first pitch for a called strike, 0-1.
I want you to watch the bat of Soto as he's getting set in the box. Watch it waggle. See it keep moving, keep moving. That's when you know he's hitterish. If you go back and look when they were playing in the Bronx early this season, even back in April, the bat was pretty quiet. Just the confidence was not there. You could read the body language in the box. Not the case for the last 5 weeks.
He went 1 for 10 in that series against the Yankees in the Bronx back in May. Sends this one into shallow left. And the catch is made by Chisholm to retire the side.
Look out, 'cause here I come.
Discover the power of Wegovy.
With Wegovy, I lost 35 pounds. And some lost over 46 pounds.
and I'm keeping the weight off.
I'm reducing my risk. Wegovy is the only weight management medicine proven to reduce risk of major cardiovascular events such as death, heart attack, or stroke in adults with known heart disease and obesity.
Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or plan to be. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or any of these allergic reactions. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder or severe stomach problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines for it. Call your prescriber if you experience vision changes, heart racing at rest, or any mental changes. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Side effects of nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
With Wegovy,
I'm losing weight,
I'm keeping it off.
and I'm lowering my CV risk.
Ask your prescriber about Wegovy.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first.
First night in the new house. Yes.
Like you know to check the neighbors first, before buying a house.
What was that? What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Today, let's stain with Bear.
Today we're
This is so great. I've been telling him for months.
There's been a lot of rain.
With Bear stains, your deck will have all-weather protection.
Oh.
Get the #1 rated stain at an everyday low price, only at the Home Depot.
Weekend Subway Series at Citi Field in Flushing, New York. Mets with a 5-1 lead over the Yankees. Austin Wells leads off here in the top of the third. Takes ball one from Frankie Montas. One and one. Wells' only career hit against Montas left the ballpark. Now behind in the count, 1-2. Wells, Peraza, and Grisham for the Yankees here in the third.
Well, there was a lot of chirping going on during yesterday's ball game, and it looks like it has resumed.
Lance Diaz, the crew chief behind the plate today, as this one is drilled to deep right field. It is gone. Number 12 on the season off the bat of Austin Wells. The third home run in this afternoon's game, and the Mets lead is now 5-2.
Well, Wells got a fastball and turned it around, absolutely hammered. As much as we talked about Montas establishing that fastball, he's going to have to throw some good splits once in a while to get the Yankees off that heater.
Strike one to Peraza. Make it 10 home runs in the series in 11+ innings.
That's just a middle fastball. It's got nothing to do with the way the ball is carrying. Major league hitters are not going to miss those pitches. You know, you're familiar with the NFL and the term ball security, right? For Montas, the Mets talked about that. Maybe he was tipping his pitches by the way he brings the baseball into his mitt. Now, it was really with runners on second base against Pittsburgh, where the runner on second base could see the baseball go into the glove and pick up the grip. But I even noticed even today, even from the windup, which is all he's pitched from, 2 hits, both solo homers, nobody on base yet. Very deliberate about once the ball goes in the glove and he has to re-grip. There's no motion with the glove. That's a split right there, one of the better ones he's thrown. But looking back over that Pittsburgh game, watch him. He'll hold it with the split grip, right? And he does that with runners on base as well. Now into the glove. The key there, stay quiet. You either have to flap your glove the way Ryan Dempster used to do that, but it has to be consistent every time. So against Pittsburgh, the runners at second base could see the grip in the glove. The only problem, Kenny, is with 2 outs, runner on second and third, he was pitching from the windup. There weren't that many pitches he threw with the runner on second, so his problem was more location, like pitches he threw to Wells. Too much in the middle of the plate.
Two to Peraza. Vientos across for out number 1. Stream every out-of-market MLB game now available at a new low price, $94.99. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.com for details.
I mean, listen, you can't get away with anything as a pitcher. Every team has an army of analysts who are poring over video to find out any tells that you may or may not have. But I think a lot of times, Kenny, pitchers have to look in the mirror and say, you know, my stuff wasn't good. My location was bad. It's an easy fallback to say, oh, they were on my pitches. I was tipping. I guess that's a coping mechanism sometimes. Keep the ball out of the middle of the plate, whether they know what's coming or not.
Montas has faced 9 Yankee hitters today. He's retired 7 of them. And the other 2 took him deep. Solo homers, Chisholm and Wells. Grisham bounced back to Montas his first time up. Behind in the count, 0-2.
Again, I said this at the top. It seems like whenever Aaron Judge's spot comes around, it's a pivot point in the game. So the key is, if you're Montas, get Grisham out. Pitch to Judge with the bases empty.
There's Judge waiting on deck. Rounded out to Lindor, his first time up today. The 0-2, Grisham got a piece of it. A 5-2 lead for the Mets. Middle game of this weekend Subway Series in Queens. Montas delivers the 0-2. Now 1 ball, 2 strike on Grisham.
Good battle going on right here. Grisham, great fastball hitter, has really fought off or taken good splitters down in the zone.
One-two for Montas. Right center off the bat of Grisham. And the catch is made on the track by the center fielder Taylor. 2 away for Judge.
Well, interesting looking at the hitting profile this year for Aaron Judge. This really got my attention. He's seeing a career high of pitches in the strike zone, and he's swinging more than ever. So, first pitch especially, he is dangerous. The old days of Judge working deep into a count do not apply anymore. I'm just surprised he gets so many pitches in the strike zone.
Judge grounded to short back in the first inning. 1-1.
There's a small window you must hit against Aaron Judge. Just that down and away. That first pitch called the strike was probably off the plate. But you have to live in that little box off the outer edge of the plate on the bottom.
2-1 to Judge. Now 2-2.
Now, this is 2 straight days they've not thrown Judge a four-seam fastball. He destroys four-seamers. I would not try to sneak one by him.
A 2-2, and
he did.
Montas wins the battle. Wow. Judge strikes out. Austin Wells went deep earlier in the inning for the Yankees' second run.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask, but he's not going to. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Whatever the moment, make it a cocktail. On the Rocks, bartender-created cocktails.
I got this $1,000 camera for only $41 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
If you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet.
I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry about any of that. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore, and I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collar stays stiff all day. Get 20% off using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Welcome back to Major League Baseball on FS1. Pete Alonso leads off for the New York Mets, bottom of the third inning. Alonso walked, came around to score his first time up. Mets with a 5-2 lead. Both Yankee runs coming on solo homers.
This caught my attention. Pete Alonso did a lot of work over the winter. Kind of just working, tweaking his swing more than overhauling it. Look how it's paid off.
Three-one from Rodon. Count is now full. Only Aaron Judge on the other side today has hit more home runs since the 2019 season than Pete Alonso. Payoff pitch. Alonso fouls it back. Alonso down on strikes, one away. Second strikeout for Rodon. As Brandon Nimmo steps to the plate. Took Rodon deep with the bases loaded in the first inning.
There was that strikeout we saw of Judge. And if you're going to throw him a four-seam fastball, I guess that's the place to put it. Unhittable. That high, that far in. Well, that home run, Nimmo had to take a look at this. A hanging slider from Rodon. You don't see many of those. Only the 6th home run he is allowed to lefty off of a slider in his career. And how about this, Kenny? He had not allowed a grand slam home run, Rodon, since his rookie season a decade ago. Wow. 70 batters faced.
Nimmo lines out to Grisham in center. 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd. That grand slam off the bat of Nimmo, his 3rd of the season, as we mentioned. It ties a franchise record. Carlos Beltran, the last to do it in 2006. Mike Piazza in 2000, Robin Ventura in 99, and John Milner back in 1976. They are all tied for the franchise record. 3 grand slams in 1 season. Vientos grounded out to the shortstop Volpe. His first time up, 0-2.
That's the book on Vientos right there. You can get him to expand the zone, especially with secondary pitches. The changeup right there. The slider works well as well. Don't have to throw it for a strike.
Blas Diaz checking on the catcher, Austin Wells.
They got away with another hanger right here, and oh. Yeah, this is going to take some special attention. That was just not your run-of-the-mill foul ball based on where it hit him. It's just amazing what catchers go through on a day-to-day basis. You know, pitching is so good, velocity so high, that there actually are more foul balls. And they tend to wear too many of them. Yeah, right at the very top of the mask, it looked like. Yeah, and top of the helmet. Oof. So that ball was leaving the bat at 105 miles per hour. And it looked like it was the crown of the helmet there or near it. That's what's so concerning. The location of where he got hit with that one. I got a good note for you, Kenny, talking about the Yankees-Mets rivalry. How about only 6 players have played exclusively for the Yankees and Mets? Nobody else. Yogi Berra. Yeah, do you remember Yogi Berra as a Met playing? It was his last year in the big leagues. 1965. He played in 4 games. His last game he went 0 for 4 and struck out 3 times. And he said, that's it. I can't do it anymore. It's tough to play even once a week. I just can't do it. So officially the Mets put him on waivers for $1. And there was a schoolgirl, actually she was a college student, who was a Yogi fan and asked her father for $1. She said, it's a shame that let him go for $1. Why don't we buy Yogi? He's so cute. And Yogi, being Yogi, his reaction was, that's awfully nice, but she must have had me mixed up with the television character Yogi Bear.
So she wanted to claim Yogi off waivers for $1.
The adorable, cuddly Yogi Berra.
Wells hangs in there behind the plate. J.C. Escarra, the Yankees' backup catcher. It's been a tough couple of weeks for Wells. Had a circulation issue with his left index finger. Missed some time.
Yeah, that was scary. They thought it was a circulation issue. It really just came from the wear and tear, the pounding. of catching.
Volpe moving to his right. Fires across to retire Vientos. A 1-2-3 third for Rodon.
Everyone loves the new Jersey Mike's chocolate chunk mini cookies made with brown butter, baby. The camera person, the sound person, even the person who lives in my pocket.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wearing regular shoes feels this cramped. Or glide step, wide fit, hands-free Skechers slip-ins feel like this. With Skechers slip-ins, just step in, no bending down, no touching my shoes. Try wide fit Skechers slip-ins.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving, doing what they do best. Helping neighbors, pitching in, and getting it done. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the dew.
Mom!
When this happens, they count on you.
Don't stress, sweetie. You got USAA.
And you can count on us. Count on USAA. Members who switched saved an average of $840 a year on car insurance.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool in crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Is that Danny DeVito?
Don't worry about me. This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's, where the subs matter most. Almost forgot. I found your ball.
It's a rock.
Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Welcome back, Kenny Albert, Tom Verducci. We head to the fourth. New York Mets with a 5-2 lead over the New York Yankees. Brandon Nimmo, first inning grand slam. Yankees with a couple of solo home runs. Jazz Chisholm in the second. Austin Wells in the third. Cody Bellinger leads off against Frankie Montas. Bellinger grounded out to the second baseman McNeil. His first time up. Bellinger, the National League most valuable player in 2019, one of 4 former MVPs on this Yankee roster, although Goldschmidt and Stanton not on the lineup today. On the ground to the right side, Alonso to the bag. 2 other teams, Tom, in Major League history have included 4 former most valuable players simultaneously. The 1978 Reds and the 1982 Angels.
82 Angels. Trying to win it for Gene Autry, the owner, never did.
Perfect day for ice cream.
You can eat it and wear it.
Rice fouls it back, 0-2. Rice flies to left his first time up. Sends this one into right field. Reaching up to make the catch. Juan Soto now 2 away. Fridays celebrate the history and legacy of America's HBCUs with the Swingman Classic on MLB Network. Then July 13th, it's the MLB Draft on ESPN, all leading up to the 2025 All-Star Game, Tuesday, July 15th, only on Fox. Yankee skipper Aaron Boone will be the manager of the American League All-Star team after the Yankees trip to the World Series last October, and he's excited about it.
I love the story he told us. I said, have you done any prep work for the All-Star game? He said, not really, but I've already put a batting order together. How about that? Take out the cocktail napkin and a pen. Let's see. Best players in the league. How do I want to order them? No, he said, I don't know if it's completely up to me, but I'm sure it's fun. You can't go wrong.
And he's also very excited about a special guest that will be joining him in the dugout for the Midsummer Classic. A fellow by the name of Joe Torre.
Yeah, how great is that?
We'll look at the American League All-Star starters, including the Yankees' Aaron Judge.
And the former Yankee, Gleyber Torres. And the former Met, Javier Baez, comeback season.
One-two to Chisholm. Taylor takes the catch in center, a 9-pitch fourth. Montas sets down the Yankees in order.
Hi, you might know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. Love it. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. Sweet, right? And when we travel, we get access to over 1,000 airport lounges. I could get used to this. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
Dive into a Capri Sun for a wave of refreshment. Made with all natural ingredients and no artificial flavors or colors. Capri Sun. Poke, sip, squeeze.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings.
I can help with that.
Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and earn a place in history. Gatorade. Is it in you?
Peekaboo. Ah, yummy, yummy goodness. Isn't that the best part of good and fun?
No way! It's all the chewy fun!
I mean, if that were true, it'd be called fun and good.
Oh!
Don't even think about it.
Indulge both sides with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
Many people told us they'd had stuffed crust pizza from Domino's before.
Oh!
Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before.
Where's the pizza?
Until now. Introducing Domino's new and first ever stuffed crust pizza.
Yummy.
Try one for the first time tonight.
There's Austin Wells back behind the plate for the Yankees, shaken up. Back in the third inning, took a foul ball off his mask. As Luis Torrens leads off for the Mets. Fly to left back in the first inning. Torrens spent some time in the Yankees organization. 2013 through 16 and again last season. Mets took a 4-0 lead in the first. Brandon Nimmo went deep. His third grand slam of the season, tying a franchise record. Two-one to Torrens, now 2-2. Bottom of the order for the Mets here in the fourth. Torrens, McNeil, and Taylor. With the Mets leading 5-2. Torrens did not go around, says.
That's a good take right there. It's exactly the pitch Carlos Mendoza told us the Mets needed to stay off of. That slider that breaks out of the zone down.
Payoff pitch from Rodon, another foul. Rodon threw 46 pitches over the first 2 innings. Retired the Mets in order in the 3rd.
Yeah, I would say this has been more like the old school Rodon. Heavy four-seam slider combo. Haven't seen much of the changeups. Only thrown 8 today.
Speaking of 8, 8th pitch of the at-bat. Here's Chisholm, and Torrens is retired. One away. Another milestone, Tom, on Wednesday for the great Clayton Kershaw.
Everybody's standing on their feet. How great that it happened at Dodger Stadium. The only uniform he has ever worn, so fitting. This is number 41 to the franchise, Tom Seaver. But I believe Walter Johnson and Bob Gibson, the only 2 others to get 3,000 strikeouts with one team.
McNeil now 0 for 2. As he lines out to Bellinger. Kershaw's former teammate with the Dodgers.
0 for 2 and 2 lineouts. Hang with him.
Lined out to the second baseman, Peraza, his first time up, and now Bellinger. Taylor takes a called strike, reached on an error, came around to score in the 2nd inning. So Rodon has settled in. He's now retired 7 consecutive Mets. After allowing 4 runs in the 1st and then another in the 2nd.
Yeah, that was a good changeup right there. He's done a much better job getting it back on the rails by really seizing command of count leverage, getting ahead of hitters. Much more efficient.
Called strike 3. Taylor is retired. A 1-2-3-4 for Rodon.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. So get out there, take your swing, rev your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
Right now with Employee Pricing Plus, purchase and get an average of $10,900 below MSRP on 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab 4x4 models. Hurry in. Offer ends July 31st.
This is Alex Pillow, a conquistador of concrete from the start. Alex is so fast he does his taxes January 1st. He speed reads 2 novels before noon. He's Spanish, but he'll French kiss on the first date. This is the front of his car, but if you race him, you'll just see the back. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Yeah.
Great work starts with a great workspace. That was the idea behind the original Veridesk, and it's the inspiration behind everything we do. From our latest standing desks and ergonomic seating to free shipping and fast assembly. We create a workspace that works for you, so you can feel your best and do your best. Get our best deals now at Veri.com.
Cardinals have one of the best unis in MLB. This is real loyalty here. Cubbies! Gotta rep them fresh.
Bam! Go Phillies!
Welcome back. 5-2 lead for the New York Mets. Top of the 5th inning, Jason Dominguez leads off for the Yankees. A 2-home-run game yesterday for Dominguez. Grounded out to the first baseman Alonso. His first time up today. Broken bat. Charging is Lindor. And the throw to first beats Dominguez for out number 1.
Well, nothing's routine in baseball. I mean, Dominguez gets down the line here, so Lindor knows that. On the run, he's got to get rid of it quickly. He threw a strike. Look at something happened here at second base. Judge is coming in from right field. I don't know, a cleanup in aisle 9. Did a little groundskeeping out there.
That was between innings. One away, here's Volpe. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1. So Montas has now retired 7 straight, following the Wells homer back in the 3rd. Wild start to this game, sort of a continuation of yesterday's series opener, in which a combined 7 home runs were hit, but both pitchers have settled in.
And by the way, Terens had to do a little housekeeping there. Picking up some loose shards of that bat, just absolutely exploded from Dominguez.
One to Volpe. Taylor, 2 away. Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to find a league near you, go to playball.org and follow Play Ball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Fans of all ages out here at Citi Field this afternoon. Taking in the Subway Series, Austin Wells homered his first time up. Popped up to the right side. A 6-pitch. 1-2-3 fifth for Montas.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi helped visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Skyrizi, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Skyrizi is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
Old ideas are everywhere. Left over from legacy thinking. If you're not careful, they can sneak into everything. But when you're not bound to the past, bold ideas can't hold you back. Exquisite design with the soul of the sports car. The new GV70. Welcome to
Genesis.
When Superman is off saving the day, DQ is here with a $7 meal deal. Now with the $2 small Blizzard treat upgrade. Get any small Blizzard treat like our newest menu hero for just $2 more. This summer, save on all your faves at DQ.
Purina cares here.
Look at some of the real action today, Tom.
I mean, this is the Borough mascot race that they have here at Citi Field. And the giraffe represents the Bronx. The smart money this weekend, as the Yankees play at Citi Field, is not on the giraffe. They accused the giraffe of a false start. That's why security took him out. And surprise, surprise, the Queen subway car won.
So a huge win for the subway car here on a Saturday afternoon in Flushing. Starling Marte leads off for the Mets. Rodon has retired the last 8 batters he has faced. On the other side, Montas has retired 9 in a row. Bounced up the middle. Nice play by Peraza. On the bounce, he gets Marte for out number 1. Francisco Lindor stepping up to the plate, headed to his 5th career All-Star game.
First time starting as a New York Met. You know, it somehow escaped me that that was actually true. I just assumed, as great as he's been for as long as he's been, and he told me it's precious. Never take any of these for granted.
Lindor walked and scored in the first, struck out in the second. That's with a 5-2 lead. Brandon Nimmo, the big blow, grand slam back in the first inning. Off Rodon. Tom, as you mentioned earlier, Rodon had not allowed a grand slam since his rookie season. Now in his 11th season in the major leagues. 32-year-old left-hander.
Reminds me of the great story about Jim Palmer. You see ball 4 there. The only grand slam Jim Palmer allowed was actually in the minor leagues. Earl Weaver was his manager. He came out to the mound with the bases loaded and told him, this next hitter can't hit. Throw the ball over the plate. Well, it was Johnny Bench who had a grand slam basically into Niagara Falls. As a major leaguer, Palmer did not allow a grand slam. Crazy.
So was that what led to the love-hate relationship that Palmer had with Weaver throughout their career?
It's funny. Those two would make me laugh. I mean, Weaver was so locked into the game. He rarely talked to players, by the way. It's a totally different game back then. And Earl would walk through the clubhouse with his game face on hours before the game. And Jim Palmer would just walk up behind him and say, hey, Earl, how you doing? Just because he knew how much it bothered him. It would stun him that somebody would actually want a conversation. Yes, that's a good way to put it, Kenny. Love-hate.
The Earl of Baltimore. Juan Soto. Sacrifice bunt. Back in the first inning. Popped out to third in the second. Lindor goes. Throw down to second. And Lindor is in with his 14th stolen base of the season.
That's just a veteran at first base, taking notes each pitch, timing Rodon. Watch the jump here. The feet never stops. As a pitcher, you have to make sure, especially as a left-hander, stop the runner's feet. Ricky Henderson, best base stealer of all time, was great at that, of keeping the feet moving, almost a running start, not literally, but movement.
Two to Soto, and the count is full.
By the way, Lindor now just 3 stolen bases away from 200 homers, 200 steals in a career. Only Derek Jeter and Jimmy Rollins have reached the 200 threshold as a shortstop.
Soto swinging a miss. Soto down on strikes.
That's a great pitch. He just crowded Soto here. He's hard to beat with fastballs up, but all the way in. Look at him try to pull the hands in. That's actually off the plate. Great pitch.
By the way, that steal by Lindor was his 100th as a member of the Mets. The 6th Met with at least 100 home runs and 100 steals, Francisco Lindor. There's Alonso, throw to second. Lindor back in.
Alonso still looking for his first career hit off Rodon, who's hammered in with those sliders underneath the barrel.
Pitch gets away from Wells. Lindor advancing to third.
Looked like he tried to throw one of those sliders, but absolutely spiked it. Not much Wells could do on that one. Missed so badly.
Right field off the bat of Alonso. Judge looks up. It's gone. Home run number 19 for Pete Alonso. Second of the game for the Mets. They now lead 7-2.
Carlos Rodon was shaking his head, and so was I. That looked like it was actually off the barrel, and it just flat carried to the opposite field. Not a bad pitch, just a really strong guy taking it the other way.
And for Pete Alonso, that is his 10th career home run against the Yankees. He is now the Mets' all-time leader in that category. He had been tied with David Wright. Nimmo with a base hit into left center. Here's Mark Vientos, 0 for 2. He's grounded out to the shortstop, Volpe, twice.
He's trying to get this ball in, leaks out over the plate. So he missed location, but still not a bad pitch. Just too strong. We talked about Alonso adding the exit velocity, the bat speed this year. He's as dangerous as he's ever been.
There goes Nimmo, and he's safe at second.
This the same thing happened. Nimmo's feet were moving. Rodon didn't stop him. Well, Wells doesn't have much of a chance if the runner literally has a head start. And he makes it close, but it's all about the jump right there. Nimmo had a good one.
Two out of Vientos. Ball 3. So after Rodon had retired 9 in a row, one out walk to Lindor. Struck out Soto, taken deep by Alonso. Base hit by Nimmo. He takes his lead off second. Called strike, now 3-1.
I mean, Rodon's a veteran here, but it's almost like, you know, the home run sped him up a little bit there because you still have to pay attention to Nimmo at first base.
Vientos lines out to Peraza to end the inning, but the Mets extend their lead. The Polar Bear, Peter Alonso, 2-run blast. Now 7-2 Mets.
I'm in possession of evidence of an unlawful cover-up. I just want to give everything back.
Just take this number and maybe they can help you.
Who is he?
I help people who see things they shouldn't have. Maybe should have looked the other way, but they can't.
Has it ever gone wrong?
Sometimes.
We got our guy.
Why'd you do this for me?
That's my job.
Relay, rated R. This summer at Dave & Buster's, when you take the wheel on our all-new racing games, you're going head-to-head in our nationwide leaderboard competition. Every win takes you one step closer to victory. So go ahead, catch my Drift 82, hit the gas. Bragging rights and exclusive prizes are yours to win. And so is this car. This summer, win on all cylinders at Dave & Buster's and leave the competition in your taillights.
We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating an uncompromisingly delicious bourbon. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Inside every dog is a struggle.
Flavor is good. Let's have some good.
Chewy is fun. Fun.
But flavor...
Fun! Good and fun!
Indulge your dog's good and fun cravings with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
To secure victory, drivers in F1 the movie need total focus. They also need to eat. KFC fill-ups are back. Enjoy 4 ways to fill up for just $7 each. And see F1 the movie in theaters now. Rated PG-13.
Looks like we've told people Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. For the last time. Huh. Shallow.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Pete Alonso has extended the Mets lead. It's now 7-2. Top of the 6th inning, Oswald Peraza leading off for the Yankees. Frankie Montas has retired 9 in a row since the Wells home run back in the 3rd inning.
Well, think about it. If you're Frankie Montas and you had an issue your last time out with runners on base, basically stealing your signs out of your glove legally, and how do you correct it? Well, the solution is don't let anybody on base. He hasn't pitched from the stretch yet. I've been waiting to see what adjustments he made in terms of putting the ball in his glove from the stretch. He doesn't have to throw a ball from the stretch.
Right, the only 2 base runners hit solo home runs. Chisholm and Wells. That has been it. From a Yankee standpoint, what a play by Lindor. Well, it's safe at first. There's Peraza. So now, Tom.
Now we get to see. That
Yankees have a runner on.
The Mets are probably not going to challenge, but I can't believe Lindor even made this play close. What range. Beautiful pirouette. On target. He's in there. He is fun to watch play shortstop.
Third base hit for the Yankees following the 2 solo homers. Trent Grisham 0 for 2. First pitch, shallow left, and it gets past Nimmo, who was unable to make the catch. And now the Yankees with 2 on, nobody out.
Suddenly, one swing away from getting back into this game. 2 on for Aaron Judge. Great effort by Nimmo here. Just can't get there in time. Had a good shot at it.
Judge 0 for 2. Grounded to short, struck out. We asked Carlos Mendoza, the Mets skipper, prior to the game about facing Judge and a look at where he stands among the all-time greats on this list. OPS plus, on base percentage and slugging percentage, adjusted to the various ballparks as well. Mendoza told us, well, I had a front row seat, and that he did for 6 years of Judge's career as a Yankees coach.
Well, he said in any meaningful spot, we will not let him beat us. But holding 5, you do have to pitch to Judge here.
A 1-1, missing low and away, ball 2.
It doesn't mean you throw it down the middle. You try to make your pitches on the edge of the zone, especially that little window we talked about, down and away.
Two on, nobody out. 2-1 from Montas. Ground ball down the third base line. Vientos fires across, and Judge is retired. Both runners advance. Yankees now have men on second and third.
Dangerous play by Vientos. The ball's taking him to the bag. Just go ahead and step on the bag. He changed his mind here and didn't think he'd be able to beat Peraza there. And at least he did secure an out. Alonso staying on the bag. Dangerous.
So with 1 away, Cody Bellinger 0 for 2 today, nothing in 1. Bellinger's father, Clay, member of the Yankees when they beat the Mets in the 2000 World Series. 4-1. Peraza the runner on third. Grisham takes his lead off second. 0-1 to Bellinger. Base hit into left center. Peraza scores. Here comes Grisham. Bellinger in at second. He drives in 2. Cutting the Mets lead to 3. It's now 7-4 Mets. Bellinger with RBIs number 46 and 47 on the season.
Showing off his skills. This is doubling up on the splitter. Watch the short swing here. It's out of the zone, but he's just trying to serve that Wimbledon style into the outfield. And watch him out of the box. He's running full tilt because he knows with that big outfield, he can get there and take the double play out of order. That's a big hustle double.
Next Saturday, check out the stars of tomorrow at the MLB Futures game on MLB Network. Then on July 14th, it's the T-Mobile Home Run Derby on ESPN, all leading up to the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. A week from Tuesday, July 15th, only on Fox. Two runs in, still only 1 out. Van Rice steps in to face Montas. Bellinger, the runner on second, after driving in a pair. First pitch to Rice is a fastball missing inside, ball one.
That was a couple innings ago when it looked like a ball came out of nowhere in the outfield there. See it rolling by, Judge? I don't think he saw it, but he certainly sensed it or heard it.
Bounce to the right side, it's foul.
So Vientos could not get that force at third, allowing 2 runners to move up. Bellinger cashed in and then advanced the base himself to get another runner in scoring position.
Rice lifts it in the air, right center. Taylor under it, 2 away. Rice has flied out 3 times today.
Let's see if Mendoza wants to make a move here.
Here he comes. Calling for the left-hander, Lovelady. So that will be all for Frankie Montas.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling the Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi helped visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Skyrizi, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Break Brothers.
Hey, Thomas, real quick. I told him to use 11 as the standard email font, and he insisted on using 12.
Your boy's on a crispy, creamy Kit Kat break.
I need
Your boy's on a crispy, creamy Kit Kat break.
But the
Your boy's on a break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Thanks, Break Brothers.
You're welcome.
The MLB All-Star Game on Fox.
Here we go. Welcome to Atlanta where the players play, and we ride on them things like every day. Big streets see gangsters roaming, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
Alex Pillow looks to continue his legendary season.
Pure perfection.
And hold off O'Ward, Kirkwood in the pack as the IndyCar Series roars into Ohio. Sunday at 1 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Richard Lovelady out of the Mets pen, the left-hander. With the Mets leading 7-4, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning.
He was the one who was warming up in the 9th inning last night. If Garrett did not get Dominguez or one of the hitters in front of Judge, they would have walked Judge and brought in Lovelady on Bellinger. Big spot here for him.
And to face the left-handed hitting Chisholm with 2 outs. Runner on second. And the Mets leading by 3. Chisholm took Montes deep back in the 2nd inning. And then fly to center his last time up.
Chisholm's task made more difficult by the shadows. You saw he really didn't get a good look at that first strike. Lovelady is a tough solve anyway, left on left, but especially in this light. Better swing.
Yankees with 2 runs on 3 hits in the inning. Not only 2 base hits over the first 5. And now Chisholm behind in the count 1-2. Lovelady off the mound, fires to first, and that will end the inning. But the Yankees score 2, middle of the 6th, 3-run game.
Believe me, when it comes to investing, you'll love Carl's Way. Take a left here, please.
But there's a...
Carl's Way is the best way.
Is it? At Schwab, how I choose to invest is up to me.
Exactly. I can invest and trade on my own.
Yes, and I let them manage some investments for me, too.
Let's move on, shall we?
No can do.
I'll get out here.
Where are you going?
Schwab.
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
Aaron Judge looking to do some damage.
Oh, hey, Captain.
Oh, my God!
Near the wall.
Sorry.
Woo! No fly zone! So fast, Bobby.
Paul skis! Cannons!
Otani! Living legend!
We did it! Yes! Oh, this is the best! Woo! I got it!
Right this second, at some pool party somewhere, someone really wants a soda.
Could really go for a...
But that seems someone's stuck between like way too much syrup. And what is that, diet water? What if there were a better soda?
Ladies,
Oh, hey, girl.
stop spiraling. Get a poppy.
Ah, duh. A soda with 5 grams of sugar? Iconic. I'm dancing too. You can't see me. You just have to take my word for it.
I've never thought I'd find a family like this again.
I never thought I'd feel pressure like this again.
I never thought I'd find anything like the military again. But then I found the VGA.
A look at Aaron Judge in right field as we take you back to the end of the 4th inning.
You can see a ball comes from the direction of the Yankees dugout. It hits him near his glasses, knocking his glasses off. And he went straight into the clubhouse and was patched up with a Band-Aid. Obviously, he's okay. Remained in the game. A scary situation there.
There are reports that it was Volpe who threw the ball in his direction. Strike 1 to Torrens. Scott Efros out of the Yankees pen on a relief of Carlos Rodon. Fouled back off the bat of Torrens, 0-2.
There's his numbers in AAA. He features, and you've seen it already, that really wide sweeping sweeper. He will test the plate discipline, especially of right-handed hitters. If it starts at you, you almost have to take it. If it starts behind you, that's the one you can take a rip at.
Torrens down on strikes. Efros recalled from AAA prior to yesterday's game. It's his 2nd stint with the Yankees this season. Was up for 6 days back in June. Jeff McNeil, a couple of hard hit balls, lined out twice. So McNeil 0 for 2. And he sends this one into shallow left. Catch is made by Dominguez, quickly 2 away. The great Sam Rosen, Hall of Fame hockey broadcaster, 40 seasons with the New York Rangers on MSG Network. Stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season, plus live audio for all 30 teams. No blackouts. Includes access to minor leagues, MLB Big Inning, and available pre- and post games. Visit MLB.com/@bat for details. Sam Rosen, a catcher back in the day at CCNY, the City College of New York. Taking in game 2 of the Subway Series. Tyrone Taylor reached on an error and struck out. A 7-4 lead for the Mets. Bottom of the 6th inning. Each team with 2 home runs. Brandon Nimmo, a grand slam in the bottom of the 1st inning. Mets have won 3 in a row. Yankees have dropped 5 straight. 3-0 from Efros, in for a called strike, now 3-1. Full count.
Yeah, I thought Rodon was good, not great. Didn't have put away stuff and got hurt by 2 mistakes. The hanging slider to Nimmo for the grand slam. Missed location on the fastball to Alonso for a 2-run homer.
Called strike 3.
Hello again. Am I really moving to New York City?
Welcome. How excited I am to meet you.
Only in New York.
Invitation delivered.
Let's show and tell, baby.
Be careful. There are others.
On their way. Dexter Resurrection. New series streaming soon on the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings. I can help with that. Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
Liquid Death is proud to announce that we're the official iced tea of Arizona because we went to Arizona, Nebraska, population 278. We met the self-proclaimed mayor. We went to the courthouse for a vote. We threw the whole town a party, and we secured Arizona's endorsement.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
The official iced tea of Arizona, Nebraska.
So now Liquid Death is the official iced tea of Arizona, Nebraska.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first, before buying a house. What? So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Today, let's paint with Behr. Oh, you're already done.
Yeah, we painted earlier.
He did the research. Behr has #1 rated products.
Guess I'm not really needed here today.
No.
He's gone.
I'm still here. Do your research and get great value at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot.
Aaron Boone's Yankees trailing by 3 as we head to the 7th. Trailing the Blue Jays by 2 games in the American League East. Yankees have lost their last 5, looking to mount a rally here in the late innings at Citi Field. Jason Dominguez leads off, takes a called strike from Richard Lovelady, who retired the only batter he faced in the 6th. Dominguez 0 for 2, and now behind on the count 0-2.
Yeah, 5-game losing streak where you're scoring 5.5 runs per game. Don't see many of those, but it's pretty obvious the problem. Pitching.
Yankees have allowed at least 5 runs for the 8th consecutive game. Volpe on deck, trailing by 3. Lovelady missing high. The big ass down on strikes. In the National League East, a half game separates the Phillies and Carlos Mendoza's Mets.
Yeah, they've weathered the storm a little bit here, losing 14 out of 17. Seemed like every other day a starting pitcher was going down. But the last few days, offense picking up. Montas threw the ball well today. Sean Manaea making his way back. Signs pointing up for the Mets.
Mets have also been without Kodai Senga, Tyler McGill, Griffin Canning. Two and one. Mets made it to the National League Championship Series in Mendoza's first season as their skipper, following a decade and a half with the Yankees organization. Mendoza telling us he and Aaron Boone, they'll check in with each other every so often. Perhaps if one of them is going through a tough stretch.
Yeah, I found that interesting that he said, you know, not all the time, but when they were going bad, sent him a text, how you hanging? He said when we were going bad, he sent me a text, how you hanging? No need to check in when the team's going well, but make sure you know who your friends are when times are tough.
Mendoza was Boone's bench coach over in the Bronx. Payoff pitch, Volpe, left field and deep. Nimmo looks up. It is gone. Anthony Volpe with his 10th of the season. Third home run off a Yankees bat today. And the Yankees have pulled to within two.
That was a quality at bat throughout. Looked like the breaking ball down. He was just on it. Not down enough. Good swing, though. I thought the whole at bat was a quality at bat by Volpe. Saw the ball well.
That's the 7th home run for the Yankees over the last 2 days here at Citi Field. 4 yesterday, 3 here today, including one from Austin Wells back in the 3rd inning.
Pitch timer violation on Lovelady.
The Mets lead the league. That's their 17th pitcher violation. Now 1-2.
Perfect contact. That back elbow in the slot, catches it just in front of the plate, head down through the baseball, not just to the baseball, but through it. That was Jeter-esque with the head staying on the baseball through contact.
The Yankees chipping their way back into this game. They trailed 7-2. It's now 7-5. Wells got a piece of it. Yankees 5 runs on 6 hits. Mets have 7 runs, only 5 base hits. 11 hits in the game, 5 have left the ballpark. 1-2 to Wells, now 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's always a dilemma for a pitcher sometimes. You see Lovelady throwing sweeper after sweeper to Wells. Now, it doesn't look like to me that Wells is comfortable with it. The temptation is I need to throw him a fastball. I would just keep throwing the sweeper. It's the right pitch. Well, now you got yourself a full count. You need to throw a strike. There was that sinker, tried to mix it up, just missed with that pitch away.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat. It will be an 8th. Payoff pitch from Lovelady, right back to the box. Toss to Alonso to retire Wells, now 2 away. DJ LeMahieu will bat for Peraza. And now Carlos Mendoza out to the mound. He will make a pitching change.
You know what you don't see in psoriasis commercials? Cut. The thousands of real people who go undiagnosed. People whose psoriasis can look very different depending on their skin tone. As the makers of Tremfya, we understand that everybody's moderate to severe plaque psoriasis doesn't look the same. So we undertook a first-of-its-kind study of plaque psoriasis in every skin tone. Like hers, and his, and yours.
Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine.
Ask your dermatologist about Tremfya.
Introducing the all-new Acura ADX.
Take your vibes and go, 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 go. Take your vibes and go.
Hey Google, turn it up.
Take your vibes and go. And go. Take your vibes and go, go.
The all-new Acura ADX. Crafted to match your energy.
Take your vibes and go.
Next Level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGuard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGuard Plus.
Homes.com. It's the best.
You cannot legally say Homes.com is the best.
Well, how can we not say it if that's our new name? Homes.com is the best.com.
Different dogs have different needs, like skin and coat, mobility support, and healthy digestion. That's why Ein's Advanced Health has different formulas, so every dog can be a healthy dog.
On this day after the 4th of July, well, Tom, July 4th, big day in Yankees history. George Steinbrenner born on the 4th of July. The luckiest man speech from Lou Gehrig, July 4th, 1939. Mickey Mantle, 300th career home run on July 4th, 1960. We all remember the Dave Righetti no-hitter against the Red Sox on July 4th. Tom, you were in the stands for that one.
It's hot as blazes that day. Right before the All-Star break it was. The day before, the Sunday before the All-Star break.
Back in 1983. LeMahieu with a base hit into right field. And the throw to first from Soto. LeMahieu with a 2-out single. That was close.
The Mets are going to check. I don't know if they're challenged. Now they can say play on, but he made that close. Talk about game awareness here. This is LeMahieu at his best, taking a heater the other way. And watch Alonso. He is smart enough to get back to the bag for this potential 9-3 put out. Not quite.
Base hit off Chris Davinsky, third Mets pitcher of the day. Here's Trent Grisham. Takes a called strike.
That fastball from Soto, 92.3. Davinsky, the guy on the mound, averages 92 with his fastball.
Heard the story that Righetti, after that no-hitter, you mentioned the game before the All-Star break, he headed to Atlantic City with teammate Greg Nettles after the game.
Oh boy.
Nettles was behind the wheel driving a bit too fast. They were pulled over, and when the policeman saw who was in the car following the no-hitter as Grisham bounces out to Davinsky, they received a police escort the rest of the way.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks and less bowel movements and abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieved remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
It's brutal. So slow.
Good thing we brought Jersey Mike's. Is that Danny DeVito?
Don't worry about me. This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's. And at Jersey Mike's, the subs matter most. Freshly sliced right in front of you. That's what matters here. Almost forgot. I found your ball.
It's a rock.
Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
The salt on that Dos Equis could have ended up in a half-empty pantry. But now, it's lucky enough to find itself circling a crisp, refreshing dressed Dos Equis. Congratulations, Salt.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask, but he's not going to. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and earn a place in history. Gatorade. Is it in you? Peekaboo.
Bottom of the 7th inning, our game summary. Brandon Nimmo, third grand slam of the season, back in the first inning. Ball's been flying out of the ballpark these last 2 days. 7 home runs yesterday, 5 here today. Pitch hitter for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio against Efros. First pitch, base hit, right center field. Batting for Marte, heading for second, and he is in.
Love it. Love the aggressiveness. I think this is just a read on Mauricio's part where that ball just split Grisham and Judge. And he turned on the Jets after rounding first. Not that fast out of the box, but once he got around first base, found another gear and got in there easy. Let's check it out. It's like, oh, I got a base hit. Wait a second. I can get more. This guy's got some skills. When he learns a little more plate discipline, he's got all-star potential.
Lindor, first pitch. Base hit center field. Mauricio around third. Grisham had trouble with it. Lindor in safely at second. Mauricio scores. And the Mets now lead 8-5.
A couple of things on this play. Great read by young Ronnie Mauricio. This ball, you can almost tell by the sound of the bat that it wasn't scalded. A little bit off the barrel, off the end of the bat, actually. Mauricio saw and heard that, had a great jump. Grisham really, I didn't think had a play at the plate, but that's a Gold Glover who just muffs this baseball. And if I'm Aaron Boone, I am not happy with the way I have played this game fundamentally.
That will be all for Efros.
Join the more than 7 million adults, like Michael, who've taken Ozempic.
As touring musicians, my type 2 diabetes could have slowed us down, but I didn't let it. I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty, and this is what my Ozempic era looks like. I'm lowering my A1C and lost some weight, too. I also learned some people take Ozempic to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke, heart attack, or death. And others take it to lower the risk of worsening chronic kidney disease.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder or severe stomach problems, or changes in vision. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Taking with a sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Discover the GLP-1 with the most FDA-approved uses. Ozempic.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Is that your car?
Yeah. No. No.
Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first, before going through the car wash.
Darn it. Dang it.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and save when you click or call. You're in good hands with Allstate.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
26-year-old left-hander Javian Sandridge making his major league debut. Oh, by the way, welcome to the majors. First batter you have to face is Juan Soto.
Subway Series. Juan Soto in the box. Lindor at second base. He started this year at A-ball. Former 32nd round pick. That is a welcome to the big leagues moment.
By the Orioles back in 2018. I spent time in the Orioles, Reds, and Padres organizations before joining the Yankees.
Oh, that's the old Ryan Duran trick. Throw it all the way to the backstop. Try to scare the hitter. Don't let anybody dig in on me. You never know where the ball might wind up.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. Lindor, the runner on second, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning, 1 run in. Mets lead the Yankees 8-5. A 1-2 from Sandridge. Soto fouls it back.
Ryan Stanek up to the bullpen. Speaking of Ryans, Ryan Duran, Ryan Stanek.
Phillies 5-1 lead. Half game ahead of the Mets in the National League East. Sandridge missing high and away, now 2-2. Pete Alonso on deck, homered his last time up. Mets have scored 6 of their 8 runs today via the long ball. 2-2, just missed, full count. Blue Jays beat the Angels. Extend their lead on the Yankees to 2.5 games in the American League East. Payoff pitch to Soto. Ball 4. take you back to the 5th inning. Alonso, number 19 on the season.
Saw Wells set up inside. That fastball was supposed to crowd Alonso. He got his arms extended and hit it out the other way.
That gave the Mets a 7-2 lead. Alonso drills this one deep left field, his 2nd home run of the game, and the Mets now lead 11-5.
The runs keep coming against this New York Yankees pitching staff. And Aaron Boone, down 3, does not want to chase 3 runs with his high leverage guys. So he brings in a lefty to make his major league debut, and it just blows up. And Kenny, that's part of what's happened this week with this Yankee staff. He's used so many of his bullpen guys, it's hard to chase 3-run deficits, even with the offense they have. The Yankees are never out of a game. Boone is trying to walk that thin line of getting through without using his high leverage guys, giving his offense a chance to get back in. And Pete Alonso said, nope, you're not getting away with that.
Number 20 on the season, off the bat of Alonso.
Just always ready to hit, especially with runners on base.
Nimmo fouls it off back behind first.
It's much more efficient with his swing. Now this is just a mistake, just a hanging breaking ball, middle. We mentioned his improved exit velo, adding 4 miles an hour. That's a lot. Just getting 1 or 2 is a big increase. It really is driving a lot of hitters these days. It almost reminds me of the PGA world. You know, guys, clubhead speed. It's all about speed in the golf tour, where you have to carry the ball 300 yards now. And a lot of these hitters are figuring out ways to generate more bat speed, hit the ball harder. Not too dissimilar to what pitchers do, chasing velocity on the mound.
Javian Sandridge in his major league debut walks Soto, and then Alonso took him deep. 9 of the 11 runs scored by the Mets have come via their 3 home runs. Nimmo grand slam in the 1st. Alonso 2-run shot in the 5th. 3-run homer here in the 7th. Alonso has driven in 5. Two to Nimmo, and Sandridge wins the battle. Pete Alonso moving up the charts, passing Mike Piazza on the all-time runs batted in list in franchise history.
Well, traffic, right? I mean, you think about the difference in this game. One of the differences, the Yankees hitting home runs with nobody on base. And the Mets with a lot of traffic when they do their damage. Top 2 spots in the Mets lineup have been on base 6 times.
While all 3 Yankee home runs have been of the solo variety. The Yankee pitching staff, Tom, has now allowed at least 3 home runs in each of their last 5 games. 1-1 to Vientos. Now 1-2.
Doesn't get easier for the Yankees with news that Clark Schmidt likely to have Tommy John surgery. Rotation going down, yet another arm for Aaron Boone.
Boone announcing that to the media prior to the game today.
But unfortunately, that would be his second Tommy John surgery, probably involving an even longer rehab than usual.
Vientos down on strikes. Second consecutive strikeout for Sandridge.
I wonder if Sean Manaea looks at Sandridge and says, that kind of reminds me of me. 6'5" lefty. Now, he's not as low as Manaea, but Manaea's gotten lower since basically this time of year last season with the release point.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Sandridge. Now facing Torrens, who is 0 for 3. Second 4-run inning of the game for the Mets. Put up 4 in the first, 4 here in the 7th.
So you have to assume the Yankees, if not the Mets, will be active on the trade market, at least looking for a starting pitcher.
Just a couple of weeks ago, Clark Schmidt threw 7 no-hit innings against the Orioles, but was removed due to the pitch count. Now the unfortunate news today that he will likely undergo Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, he's not been feeling quite right, even with that gem of the game, for about the last month.
Three-1 from Sandridge. Torrens fouls it back. The count is full. Jeff McNeil waiting on deck should Torrens reach. Foul back this way. Yankees won 2 of 3 from the Mets in the Bronx back in May. Mets looking to win their second straight here at Citi Field during this series. Torrens draws a 2-out walk. That's the 5th walk issued by Yankee pitchers today. Previous 4 have all come around to score. So here's McNeil 0 for 3, couple of hard hit balls. Coming into this game, .339 lifetime average against the Yankees, highest among active players. McNeil with the go ahead and what proved to be the game-winning home run in the bottom of the 7th in yesterday's game.
That was Luke Weaver who gave that up. One of the high leverage guys for Aaron Boone just leaked a changeup on the wrong side of the plate. And he's been struggling with the home run ball. You know, you mentioned it, Kenny, this last week for the Yankees, the walks and the home runs just adding up too much to overcome.
Ooh.
We've seen some scary hits to the head. This time it's a pitch off the shoulder, maybe. Yeah, and then got the brim of the helmet. Maybe the deflection mitigated some of that, but oh, that is so scary. Head high, left on left.
Jeff McNeil heads to first base. Aaron Boone out to the mound, and that will be all for Sandridge in his major league debut.
This is Alex Pillow, a conquistador of concrete from the start. Alex is so fast he does his taxes January 1st. He speed reads 2 novels before noon. He's Spanish, but he'll French kiss on the first date. Alex has traveled the world. Here are his favorite places: Portland, Detroit, Monterey, Portland again, and rent-free in 32 drivers' heads. This is the front of his car, but if you race him, you'll just see the back. This is 3-time IndyCar champ Alex Pillow. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
The power of duos.
Fox Wednesday, double Gordon.
Look at this place. You have to be kidding me. Damn.
Means double trouble.
Stop cooking. This restaurant is closed.
First, MasterChef Dynamic Duos heats up.
2 is better than 1. I'm expecting fireworks.
Then on Secret Service, Gordon's on a mission to save struggling restaurants.
So gross. You should be ashamed. I'm not ashamed of the 4.6 rating. There's rat droppings everywhere. Where's that on your rating?
All new MasterChef Dynamic Duos, followed by Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service, Wednesday on Fox.
And now the prophecy is fulfilled.
Perhaps I'll make you disappear.
You ever wish you were somebody else? I'm offering you
Your dreams.
It's Saturday night. You could watch a game, or you could go out, make some memories. But people make bad choices on a Saturday night. Blind dates, shouting what over bad music and get bumped by some guy named Chad. Or you could be at home. No bad choices, no regretful texts, just high-stakes baseball with Joe Davis and Smoltz giving the play-by-play like a bedtime story for grown-ups. If it's Saturday night, it's baseball night in America. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Mets have scored 9 runs via the long ball. Brandon Nimmo, grand slam in the first inning. Pete Alonso, 2-run shot in the 5th. And then Alonso to deep left field. 2-run homer here in the 7th to extend the Mets lead. Yankees with 3 solo home runs. And now JT Brubaker, the right-hander, about to face Taylor with 2 outs. Chisholm gets the force at second, and that will end the inning. We head to the 8th. Pete Alonso with a couple of big blasts and a curtain call.
Ah, yummy, yummy goodness. Isn't that the best part of good and fun?
No way! It's all the chewy fun!
I mean, if that were true, it'd be called fun and good.
Oh!
Don't even think about it.
Indulge both sides with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog. Dive into a Capri Sun for a wave of refreshment. Made with all natural ingredients and no artificial flavors or colors. Capri Sun. Poke, sip, squeeze.
It's the Gold Cup final on Fox. USA, Mexico.
These are the moments you dream of.
It's more than a rivalry. It's a reckoning. The next chapter is written here.
Can you believe
this? The Gold Cup final, Sunday on Fox.
Next.
Right this second, at some movie theater somewhere.
Which one?
Popcorn and... Someone really wants a soda. But soda's like something you drink on the weekends. And today's only Tuesday.
Soda, please.
Take your time.
Mom!
What if there were a better soda? Kate?
I brought the puppy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, that was actually kind of easy.
They don't pay me enough anyway.
5 grams of sugar. Pass me one. No, I can't. I'm just a voice.
Let's go. Fox Wednesdays.
Oh my God.
Gordon Ramsay is going deep undercover.
I've got this ration under surveillance. That is one fat rat. I've seen enough. I'm going in. This restaurant is closed.
Wait, what?
I can't help without you wanting to change.
I have the 4.6 Google rating.
There's rat droppings everywhere. Where's that on your 4.6 Google rating?
Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service, Wednesdays on Fox, and watch anytime on Hulu.
Ryan Stanek out of the Mets pen with a 6-run lead. 36th appearance of the season for Stanek. And Brett Beatty now at third for the Mets. As Aaron Judge leads off for the Yankees, and that knocks the mask off Torrens. Judge showing his concern.
Yeah, Las Diaz signaling for the Mets training staff to come out and take a look. We've seen McNeil hit on the brim of the helmet with a pitch. We've seen Austin Wells hit with a foul ball on the top of the mask, top of the helmet. We've seen Aaron Judge hit near the eye with a thrown ball. And now this. Good to see a little bit of a smile there. Direct hit. Now, for anybody other than the catcher, this is a front at bat right here. Because Stanek and Judge have a 14 plate appearance history. Judge is slugging over 700 against Stanek. And with this score being the way it is, Stanek's going to come right after him with upper 90s fastballs.
Judge 0 for 3 today. Coming into this game, had reached base on 20 of his last 28 plate appearances, but held in check by Montas today. Yankee starter went 5 2/3. Faced Judge 3 times. The 0-2 to the Yankee captain. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's that foul ball again. Hurts looking at that. The face says it all. Looked like Las Diaz got hit with that one. It's dangerous back there, guys.
Nobody's immune. Two and 2 on Judge. Leading off for the Yankees here in the top of the 8th inning.
How about this list? Highest OPS against the Mets. Stan Musial, Aaron Judge, Mark McGwire. Wow. Well, so much for challenging him with upper 90s heat. Just that first pitch fastball. I'm pitching Judge like it's 6-5 instead of 11-5.
Stanek missing away. Judge with 347 career home runs. Prior to Judge, the player who got to 347 the quickest, the Hall of Famer and longtime Mets broadcaster Ralph Kiner. As Judge heads down to first.
I was wondering who Mendoza would get up for Judge in this situation. Called to the bullpen. Give me the mullet. Jose Rosado, the pitching coach, bullpen coach there. I love the hand signal there. The long-haired dude. Everybody knew it was Stanek's turn.
Right, there's no question as to who he was referring to. So Judge on at first for Bellinger. Doubled in 2 runs his last time up. Bellinger fouls it off back behind third.
I don't know about you, but I was disappointed in that 3-2 slider in the dirt. Yeah, I wanted to see that classic power versus power matchup there and challenge Judge. It happens so rarely in the game. Why not 11-5?
Right, with a 6-run lead. Oh, 2 to Bellinger, reaches out and fouls it off.
Something Cody started doing a couple of years ago with the Cubs. 2 strikes, much better hitter, really shortens up, just tries to make contact.
Oh, 2 from Stanek, missing away.
It's one case where exit velocity can be misleading because it went down for him, but he was getting more hits because of 2 strikes, just putting it in play.
Leadoff walk to Judge. Top of the 8th inning with the Mets leading by 6. Another foul. And another.
Managers love these at bats. I mean, it's 11-5. It's been a rough week, bad road trip. 8th inning, and you've got Cody Bellinger fighting off everything that Stanek has thrown up there. Splitters, fastballs, in, out, up, down.
Lindor steps on second, throw to first, not in time. Bellinger safe. Your team, your players, baseball your way. Get personalized highlights and push notifications just for you. Download the MLB app today. Ben Rice at the plate, 0 for 3. He's flied out 3 times. Bellinger moves to second. On the wild pitch.
Sweeper just trying to pick it here and bounced so far in front of the plate. Actually bounced over Torrens. Where'd it go?
Yankees lost 6 in a row back in mid-June. The start of this 6-15 stretch. Loss today would be their 6th consecutive during this stretch. This one will roll all the way to the wall, allowing Bellinger to score. Rice in at second. Drives in his 31st run of the season.
They keep coming at you. Ben Rice. This was a bullet. Surprised Taylor. He just couldn't cut this ball off. Great fastball hitter. He just mashes fastballs.
Look at the record since June 13th, and that 6-15 on the Yankees side began with that initial 6-game losing streak. Mets just 6-14, but they have won their last 3.
Yeah, at least with the Mets, the arrow seems to be pointing up a little bit. With the Yankees, since that June 13th date, only Cleveland has been worse in Major League Baseball.
So it's now an 11-6 game with Rice, the runner on second. 1 out for Chisholm. Chisholm went deep back in the 2nd inning. His 15th of the season. Fouls off the first pitch from Stanek. 0-1. $41,401 in attendance here at Citi Field. 6-5 Mets yesterday. They lead 11-6 today. As Chisholm fouls it off the plate, now 1-2.
Not many zeros up there.
Yankees have scored in 5 of the 8 innings. Mets in 4 of 7, including a pair of 4-run innings. Two and 2.
Yeah, the Mets can't believe it. That live, it certainly looked like a swing. Oh, as Mendoza saying, it's a good thing he didn't hit the ball. Would have been a home run. Looked like a swing, but I don't know, borderline. Could go either way.
Count now full, 3-2 on Chisholm.
Duran's being tested again back there. Stanek has been in the dirt a lot with his secondary stuff.
Payoff pitch, and Chisholm fouls it back. Ball 4 to Chisholm. So the Yankees now with runners on first and second, and still only 1 out.
And you can see the body language of Mendoza there with each pitch from Stanek that has been really essentially non-competitive, not in the zone. He's looking more and more anxious there. Doesn't want to keep spinning this bullpen carousel, but he's going to have to get somebody ready here and not let this inning get away.
So here's Dominguez. 0 for 3 today.
How about that? Get your closer up in the 8th inning.
Edwin Diaz.
He once had a 6-run lead. And now the closer at least starting to toss.
Fastball in for strike one. 2 on, 1 out. Rice, the runner on second. Chisholm over at first. Dominguez, a couple of home runs in yesterday's game. 1-2. (11-6) Mets. Top of the 8th inning, 1 out. The 1-2, and Dominguez is down on strikes.
It's as if Stanek said, you know what, I'm going to stop messing around and just go after people. He's a good fastball hitter, and he was tardy on both of these fastballs, strike 2 and strike 3.
Anthony Volpe went deep his last time up. Foul back to the screen, 0-1. Solo shot in the 7th. His 10th of the season and the 3rd Yankees home run in today's game. Stanek missing away, 1-1.
The Mets have attacked Volpe with fastballs successfully today. I mean, listen, Volpe's always going to hit off the fastball, but he should be especially geared for one here.
1-2.
He was, and he just missed it. Timing, not quite there. Seems like he has slider bat speed right now. Best pitch here, climb the ladder a little higher with that four-seamer.
One-two from Stanek. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on, 2 out. 5-run lead for the New York Mets.
He just overthrew that pitch. So now he's going to have to throw a 6th straight fastball for a strike.
There's Diaz up in the Mets pen. Did not pitch in yesterday's game, nor did Stanek. Three-2 to Volpe, and he fouls it back.
And you saw Diaz, he's throwing seriously now. If Volpe extends this inning, Diaz is in the game. Not much of a mystery as to what's coming.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat to Volpe, and Stanek wins the battle, strikes him out. The Yankees strand 2, middle of the 8th from Citi Field. 5-run Mets lead.
LeBron, are the retirement rumors true? What's next?
Bust the move. Glass, late, lucky, bank. Just bust the move. There you go, King.
I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord.
Is he okay?
S'more time.
What's next?
Whatever it is, it's going to be a big deal.
If you keep making that face, it's going to stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy.
USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the do.
The MLB All-Star Game on Fox.
Here we go. Welcome to Atlanta where the players play. Yeah, it's time for the Midsummer Classic.
Oh, baby! I'm talking baseball's best.
On the biggest stage. Because this is Atlanta.
And the party is always crazy.
The parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
Game 2 of the Subway Series from Citi Field in Flushing, New York. Kenny Albert, Tom Verducci. Bottom of the 8th inning. With the Mets leading the Yankees 11-6. Mets batted around in the 7th inning. Ronnie Mauricio led off the inning with a pinch hit double. Came around to score, and now he leads off for the Mets here in the 8th against JT Brubaker, who retired the only batter he faced in the 7th inning. Series finale tomorrow. Yankees will send 10-game winner Max Fried to the mound. Tied for the major league lead with those 10 victories. You've talked about the injuries the Yankees pitching staff has suffered. And the latest news, Clark Schmidt will most likely need Tommy John surgery. The 1-2 from Brubaker. And Mauricio grounds out to the third baseman. Chisholm, one away. The road to 2026 continues tomorrow on Fox with the Gold Cup final. The U.S. men's national team takes on rival Mexico. No easy path. No second chances. Coverage begins tomorrow at 6 Eastern on Fox. The Subway Series soccer taking place. Here's Lindor with one away.
I imagine that appeals to a lot of people. You can play soccer sitting down.
Haven't seen that before. World Cup coming to this area next summer. 1-1 from Brubaker. Now 1-2. Two balls, two strikes. Mets started this game with a bang. Brandon Nimmo with a first inning grand slam. And the Mets have not looked back. 2-2, and Lindor sends this one into the right field corner. Extra bases for Francisco Lindor. He is in with a stand-up double.
Boy, what a game he has had. I mean, he has seen a ton of pitches today. He's just been, for the Yankee pitchers, an annoyance. Like a stone in your shoe. No home runs from Lindor, but my goodness, he keeps setting the table for the big boys behind him.
He has walked twice. It's his second base hit. He has scored 3 runs. Drove in a run in the 7th. Now Soto takes a called strike. Alonso with a pair of home runs waiting on deck. Oh, 1 from Brubaker. Missing inside. Mets 5 for 8 with runners in scoring position.
Not including the sacrifice bunt by Juan Soto in the first inning.
Surprised a lot of people here at Citi Field. 1-2.
I mean, 17 runs later, it's even more of a head scratcher. But Juan Soto saw something against Carlos Rondon where he thought was the best play to move the runners up in the first inning with nobody out, first and second.
Lindor, the runner on second. Ball 2 to Soto. Mets have 9 hits today, 3 singles, 3 doubles, 3 home runs. Soto lifts this one into right field. It's off the wall. Lindor heading home. The Mets now lead 12-6. A long single off the bat of Juan Soto. Drives in his 59th run of the season.
I mean, it's the second time the Mets have scalded a baseball so hard off the wall it was only a single. Marte did that earlier in the second inning, and now it looks like maybe we won't use our closer.
Alonso has gone deep in each of his last 2 at-bats. Chisholm flipped to second, on to first, double play. Mets add a run. We move to the 9th. Lead by 6.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. soccer.
Subway's meal of the day gives you 7 of our most legendary subs, packed with protein and fresh chopped veggies for just $6.99.
Did you sleep here? You know we.
Get 7 legendary subs with chips and a drink for $6.99 each at Subway today.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be...
A competitive number.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Well, a number.
Is it competitive?
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
If you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet.
I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry about any of that. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore, and I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collars stay stiff all day. Get 20% off using code TV at collarsandco.com.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. Go to DealDash.com and see how much you can save.
This is the Quiz with Ball.
It's the most fun you'll have by the pool this summer.
Which of these landmarks were completed in the 20th century?
I don't even know what the 20th century is.
The Quiz with Balls, all new Mondays on Fox, and watch anytime on Hulu.
12-6 lead for the New York Mets as we head to the ninth, and it is Edwin Diaz out of the Mets pen to try and close things out.
Cue the trumpets. Yeah, I mean, a lot of managers think once you get your closer up, heated up throwing, which he was potentially for that 8th inning, might as well get him in the game. So here he is with a 5-run lead, 6-run lead.
Third time the Mets have scored as many as 12 runs in their last 8 games against the Yankees dating back to last season. Yankees 6 runs on 8 hits. Mets 12 runs on 10 base hits.
The Mets have hit 11 balls 105 miles per hour or greater. Ties the most in baseball this year. The Yankees have 1. They have absolutely scalded the ball today, including this guy.
Hitters in the 1 through 5 spots in the Mets lineup today, 10 for 16. They've scored 11 runs. Austin Wells 1 for 3, homered back in the 3rd inning. While Frankie Montas, the Mets starter. Great job by our entire crew today, led by producer Max Leinwand, director Brian Biederman, broadcast associate Charlie Taft, Ben Boma crunching the numbers along with Tim O'Sullivan. Thanks to Dom Tringali here in the booth as well. With the Mets leading 12-6. 3 outs away from their 4th consecutive victory. And setting the Yankees to their 6th straight defeat. Wells went around. Strike 3.
Tried to hold up on the breaking ball. It's a good call.
One away. Here's LeMahieu. Pitch hit single back in the 7th inning. Fastball in for strike 1. Yankees lost 4 straight in Toronto. High and tight from Diaz. 1-1. Mets with a come from behind 6-5 victory yesterday. And they lead 12-6 here today. One from Diaz and a base hit into right field. So LeMahieu 2 for 2 off the bench. 1 out base runner for the Yankees here in the 9th.
This time Juan Soto playing deep, does not try to throw him out at first base. Alonso is still covering the bag.
Almost did earlier. Trent Grisham 1 for 4 today. Single came around to score back in the 6th inning. LeMahieu takes his lead off first. 1 out, top of the 9th. Aaron Judge on deck. One to Grisham, in for a called strike, now 1-2. Diaz missing high. 98-mile-per-hour fastball, 2-2.
Well, there's been really nothing wrong with the New York Yankees offense. Again, getting over 5 runs, but pitching.
Called strike 3. Grisham down on strikes. Yankees down to their final out.
Pitching the issue. Kenny mentioned the walks and the hit by pitch, 6 free base runners, and then 3 home runs, all with runners on base. And when the Yankees sit down and look at those pitches, all in the middle of the strike zone.
LeMahieu takes second. Game ended yesterday with Judge in the on-deck circle, with the Yankees trailing by a run. Now he's at the plate. Now down to their final strike. Trailing by 6. Diaz delivers. Missing away, 1-2. The 1-2 from Diaz. Judge fouls it back. Diving stop by Beatty. Fires across. And that will do it. The New York Mets win their 4th straight, sending the Yankees to their 6th consecutive defeat, matching a season-long stretch.
All signs pointing up for the Mets, especially Pete Alonso, 2 home runs today with a lot of traffic on base in front of him.
And Beatty with the diving stop to end the ball game. 12-6 the final. For Tom Verducci, I'm Kenny Albert. Let's get you out to MLS action. Charlotte FC takes on Orlando City.